Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, we will study English syllabus prescribed by Maharashtra Board for 10th standard. Students, there are altogether 5 units in this textbook, from which today we are going to study the poem Where the Mind is Without Fear from first unit. So, let's start. Where the Mind is Without Fear. It is a poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. Students, there are two ways to study the poem. First one is we can understand it by thorough reading and line to line understanding. Second one is critical appreciation of the poem. Critical appreciation of the poem is very important to understand its beauty, different poetic devices used by poet to beautify it. So, what are the purpose of appreciation of poem? Why should we study critical appreciation of the poem? So, let's start. We can say that by critical appreciation of the poem, we study it deeply. We have its thorough reading. That means it demands thorough, deep reading and understanding of poem. Second one is it provides us various reasons why people read poem or enjoy poem. That means when we do critical appreciation of the poem, we come to know various reasons why it is so popular and why we should study it. The most important is that it demands a scrutiny. Scrutiny means deep study or detailed study of poetic devices. Poetic devices means different figures of speech, rhyme scheme, tone, all these we have to study which were used by poet to beautify it, to make it holistic and true to every age. That means poet has written the poem so many years ago, but still it is loved and enjoyed by everyone. So when we will do critical appreciation of the poem, we will get answer of these questions. Now we have to see what it includes in critical appreciation. That means what we have to write down while doing critical appreciation of the poem. First one is title. That means we have to write down the name of the poem as it is. We have to do nothing more but write down the title without any spelling mistake. Second, poet. That means we have to mention the name of poet or poetess. Third one is rhyme scheme. That means poet has used certain devices to give its tone or tune. So we have to mention this rhyme scheme. Fourth one is most important, theme. That means we have to write down main points in selected words. That means what poet wants to say in this poem or what is the poem about. Figure of speech. It is a poetic device normally poet uses to beautify the poem. So we have to write down figure of speech from the poem, and we have to provide its incident also or evidence also. Special feature. Next we have to mention special feature. That means what are the special characteristic of the poem you observed while reading. My favorite line. That means here students have to mention their favorite line. It may vary from student to student. Last one is why I like or dislike the poem. That means here you have to mention your personal response. Why you like poem? If you like poem, you have to give your reason. If you dislike the poem, you have also give a reason why you dislike the poem. So in this way, you have to write critical appreciation of the poem. Now we will see critical appreciation of the poem where the mind is without fear. So our first point is title. We will write down the title of the poem. That means name of poem. So the name of poem is where the mind is without fear. Second, poet. That means we know very well the poet of the poem is Rabindranath Tagore. Third, rhyme scheme. So students, in this poem there is not any rhyme scheme. It is free verse. It does not have any rhyme scheme. Figure of speech. Actually in this poem so many figures of speech are used. For example, alliteration, personification, synecdoche, metaphor, apostrophe, etc. We will give example by quoting the line, head is held high. This is a line from the poem, head is held high. Now concentrate on the sound head, held and high. Here alliteration figure of speech is used as there is repetition of H sound. While writing alliteration, you have to mention sound, not letter. That means head, H sound, held, again H sound, and high, again H sound. Note down, don't mention letter but mention sound. Next, most important is theme. When you will read a poem again and again, you will come to know the theme of the particular poem. So, I have read the poem and I can say that the poem is a kind of prayer. It is addressed to Almighty, to God, where poet prays for the nation, for the world, or for the earth, which would have total freedom of good thoughts, good deeds, and people should live fearless, revered life, and always aim at perfection. Students, you can get a theme only by reading poem again and again and by understanding it properly. You have to mention theme in selected words and selected sentences. Next is special feature of the poem. So about this poem, I can say that it is optimistic holistic poem. What do you mean by optimistic holistic poem? That means it has a kind of hope, or the poem is applicable to everyone, not to particular nation. It does not limit itself for particular age and for particular nation. Poet imparted deep meaning to the poem in most simple words. यानी पोएट ने बहुत ही कम शब्दों में बहुत अच्छा अर्थ इस पोयम को दिया है और यह कविता किसी एक देश के लिए, किसी एक युग के लिए मर्यादित न रहते हुए हर समय, हर काल में उपयोगी है। Next is my favorite line. So, my favorite line is where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. This is my favorite line. Your favorite line may be different. So, why this line is my favorite? Because it is the most beautiful line, because poet gives importance to hard work instead of destiny. पोएट ने यहाँ हार्ड वर्क को इम्पोर्टेंस दिया है, ना कि हमारी तकदीर को या फिर नसीब को, इसलिए यह मेरी फेवरेट लाइन है। Why I like or dislike the poem? I like the poem as it successfully and beautifully conveys the poet's genuine and patriotic desires in simple, selected and apt words. Thank you. I hope you may understand now critical appreciation of the poem and you enjoyed it lot.